So, it is a new year. I had a kind of a mishap happen with my laptop and a camera. Camera fell off my shelf, landed on my laptop. That's how come I've had no new pictures posted and no new videos posted on YouTube. With that being said, that destroyed a camera and a laptop. So, gonna be unboxing this, which will be replacing the camera that was broken. I think it's going to be a big difference. My main vlogging camera is right here. It's a Canon G7X. I'm going to be switching to the 77D for a little while. Really excited about it. It's going to be a little different. I'm not used to vlogging with a DSLR. So we'll see how that goes and see how much I like it. But this just came in from Canon. So I'm really excited to open it up and see what's inside this puppy. So let's get it started. So this is the Canon EOS 77D. Really excited to check this thing out. Just came in from Canon today, so I'm really excited to see what's inside. Paperwork, register your camera, grids, manual. Moment of truth. Boom! Looks like we have the lens. This is the basic kit lens that comes with it. Battery. Canon strap. Now, I don't think this strap actually says... Let's find out. Yep, just as I thought. So this strap only says Canon on it. It doesn't actually say 77D, which is kind of disappointing. Just says EOS and Canon on it, but that's okay. Another strap. We have plenty of straps. This is the important part. Let's move all this. We'll open that up in a second. This is the important part of what we've been waiting for. What we've been looking forward to. So, let's pull that off. Really excited. That is the Canon 77D. Let's see if I can get this to focus real fast. Boom! 77D. It's gonna be a beautiful little camera. This is gonna be my new vlogging camera for the next little bit. Canon did not give this to me. I bought this with my own money. So if it's good, I'll let you know it's good. If it's bad, I'll let you know it's bad. But yeah, let's get this thing set up and working. So I'm actually recording this. It's a completely different day. I lost this footage about 3 months ago, and I just found it. This is the unboxing of my Canon 77D. And yeah, I haven't known where this footage was for the past 5 months until I just found it. So I've had this camera for 5-6 months now, so I can actually give a review on what I think about this camera. But I want to kind of pick up where it left off. Please excuse this mount, it goes with my Steadicam. But I had this camera set up for a movie shoot today, so I'm going to try to pick up where the video that I found, that I didn't delete actually, left off and kind of go from there. So this is the Canon 77D. You can see the mirror in there. So, lens goes on just like this. Ta-da! So this is an APS-C sensor. That means that it has a crop factor of 1.6. So like I have this lens right here is the 24 to 105 L series lens. So this lens on a full frame camera would be 24 to 105. But being on this APS-C sensor, it's more like a 36 to 140 something, I think. 1 minute. I'm gonna do the math actually. Because you have to take the number and times it by 1.6, that's Canon's crop factor. 105 times 1.6 equals, okay, so it's like 168. 24 times 1.6. So it's like a 38 to a 126 is what this lens actually is. It still works great on this camera. Like I said, I've been using this camera about 6 months now, and it's a great little camera. It takes good pictures. It's really great for what it is, for the price factor. So a lot of people are looking at this camera and wondering where it fits in to if you're wanting to get this or the 80D, or actually looking at like the T7i that's out now. So this camera is it's essentially everything that the 80D has, just in a smaller form factor, and the one thing that it doesn't have is a headphone jack. So right here it actually has the intervalometer, because Canon still hasn't exactly put in time-lapse mode, which this camera actually does have a small time-lapse mode, but not a not the correct thing. So you have to use an intervalometer, which I have around here. I'll have to find and show you in another video. But then a mic jack. On the 80D here, on the 80D above this is an actual headphone jack to where you can play back video and listen to it. With this camera, you have to actually hear it out of the camera speaker, so it's a little harder to tell that how good of audio you're getting with this camera. But other than that, it's essentially the same thing as the 80D, just in a smaller form factor. Differences about this camera and the T7i. The T7i, which I don't have here to show you, but it does not have this LCD screen you see here, which is kind of a fast look at your settings, so you can see where you're at. You don't have to look at the back of the screen here to see your settings. You can see it right on top. So it's more like, so it's a closer representation to a professional grade camera. Also, this wheel on this side locks to where you push this button to actually make it move. This is actually on this side on the T7i. It's a little different, but they have the same sensors. They essentially have the same brains and inner workings between these two cameras. But this has been a great little camera. It retails for around $1,000. For that, it's great. It's got your hot shoe here. You can record with it. I've recorded many videos with this thing. I've taken it on many shoots. It's been all over the place. I've taken it on trips with me. This is a great little camera. Something that I really like about it, because I've shot with this camera and I've shot with the 80D, and I like how much smaller this is. This is significantly lighter than the 80D, and after a day of shooting, it makes a difference, especially if you're going to have larger lenses on these. You want it to be as small a form factor and a good as quality as you can get. And that's why everyone's switching to these mirrorless cameras. They're so small and compact, but you get the good quality that you're looking for. I would recommend buying this camera for a beginner that's getting into photography and you don't want the Rebel series, this is, if I could put this in place, this is a good middle ground between like an 80D and the T7i. So this is a beginner camera, and this is more getting closer to the pro grade. This is a really great camera, but if you want something good in the middle, because this camera is going to cost you a good $500-600, this camera is going to cost you a good $1,800, and this one's a nice little sweet spot in the middle for around about $1,000. If you were looking for a beginning camera to start off with, which once again, it all depends on what your needs are, but I would push you towards the 77D, because this is a really great camera for the price that you're paying. Thank you guys for watching this video on the Canon 77D. I'm sorry that I lost the footage for the past 5 months, so it's a little late getting to you. So I'm gonna try to get this edited and up online today, because we have a lot of shooting to do. We're actually shooting a movie downtown, so my computer's going through a conniption apparently. So we're shooting a movie downtown today, where this is going to be the main shooter. I have a big set and everything, so I had to get up early. I'm trying to get this out as fast as possible. I'm sorry that it's taken so long, but here it is. Thank you for watching. Comment below and tell me what cameras you're using or what you would recommend to some beginners. This isn't a 1DX Mark II, but this isn't a 5D Mark IV, but it's a really great camera for a bit. Check it out. I love Canon. It's a fantastic product.